new faces took time to gel together, but while they've only picked up 5 points, their recent performances have been vastly superior to those in early season, and there are signs that this season might not be the formality that many cynics anticipated. But today is a different prospect entirely, with Manchester United making the journey to Wearside. Gone are the days of the old adage of 2 points per game winning you the title. United's 14 points from 7 matches is a solid enough start, but it still sees them 10 points behind Chelsea, albeit with a game in hand. Such is the pace set by the leaders that the chasing pack can afford absolutely no slip-up in their relentless pursuit. Any match away from home against a side outside the top half is a must-win fixture for any club with aspirations of a top 4 finish. Ruud van Nistelrooy has scored more goals in the Premiership than the entire Sunderland squad so far, and United start today just 5 short of reaching 1,000 in Premiership history. Wayne Rooney's temperament and behaviour have been called into question this week by no less a power than FIFA President Sepp Blatter. Sir Alex Ferguson, understandably incensed, hopes Rooney will be back in Blatter's thoughts for the right reasons at 5 o'clock. At 21, Andy Welsh is 2 years older than Rooney and faces his boyhood heroes for the first time today. A regular fan at Old Trafford in his time as a Stockport player, and today he'll be up against 20-year-old Phil Bardsley, who makes his first Premiership start at right back, the only non-international in the Manchester United side.
Number 5, Rio Ferdinand. Number 7, Cristiano
Christian
Ronaldo.
Bacillas had a major impact since signing from Strasbourg, and it's a significant absentee today because of a hamstring injury. Dean Whitehead will move into central midfield to replace him, with Liam Lawrence recalled. Julio Arca's toe injury keeps him out, while Steve Caldwell continues at the back, even though Alan Stubbs is fit again. Jon Stead missed the England under-21 matches over the last week because of a hip problem, but he's fit enough for a place on the bench. Manchester United are without Ryan Giggs, whose sparkling form for Wales appears to have come at a cost. Giggs hasn't travelled to Wearside because of injuries to back and hamstring. He's left out as a precaution ahead of the Champions League tie with Lille. Giggs is replaced by Cristiano Ronaldo, who makes his 100th appearance for United. Park Ji-sung, who played for South Korea in Seoul on Wednesday, keeps his place. Paul Scholes returns, and Phil Bardsley makes the first Premiership start of his career because Kieran Richardson has a thigh strain. 8 of the starting 11 play World Cup qualifiers this week.
Number 11, Andy Welsh.
Mick McCarthy has never faced Manchester United before as a manager.
Number 14,
If circumstances have been different, it could have been the long-awaited return of Mick McCarthy against Roy Keane. Roy Keane's injury means that will have to wait a while longer.
Number 4, Carl Robinson.
Referee today is Steve Bennett, fresh from World Cup duty himself.
Number 15,
Sent off one player and booked 24 in his 6 Premiership games this season. There's one previous match taking charge of Sunderland saw him award a penalty against them after just 2 minutes. That was at Wigan, and it turned out to be the only goal of the game.
Today's match sponsor is Northumbrian Water.
When you're 10 points behind the league leaders, albeit with a game in hand, there is simply no margin for error. So far this season, only Liverpool have prevented Manchester United from winning on the road, but that record has to be maintained. With Sunderland players, by and large, not involved in the internationals of the last week, this fixture might just come at a good time for them as they try once more to find that elusive first Premiership home win of the season. United in their change kit today of all blue. Early touch for Naira Nosworthy. Lawrence in his first Premiership start today. Stephen Elliott. He's not going to get past Sylvestre. The first corner of the game goes to Sunderland inside the opening 20 seconds.
Well, that's just what Sunderland want. Early pressure, take it to United. If they sit back in this game, they'll get nothing out of it. They have to be brave, they have to be bold.
And he's still looking for his first Sunderland goal of the season, although he did break his international duck for the Republic of Ireland against Cyprus last Saturday. There's this corner. caused potential problems. And then Caldwell couldn't get the touch that he wanted. But United have a player down injured.
And here we see the ball coming in. He looked off the ball there. To be a collision. The header there is pouring the far post, but there was a collision off the ball.
So that's back on his feet. It was Gary Breen that he tangled with. So that's one of the 3 Manchester United players playing today who didn't play in the World Cup qualifiers in the last week. He hasn't won a cap for his native France for a year or so now. Van Nistelrooy looking deep to try and find Wayne Rooney. Cleared by Hoyt. Welsh. On the park, nor Bardsley can stop him. Still Andy Welsh. Good challenge by Bardsley. Just the sign of inexperience there. Thought the ball had gone out of play. For a throw initially. And Ian happy to shepherd it out of play for a corner. That's a battle that could be very important. 21-year-old Welsh against 20-year-old Bardsley down that touchline today.
Well, I'm sure Mick McCarthy will be delighted the way his team has started, just taking the game straight to Manchester United. Might have shocked United a little bit. Take the time to find their feet. Fantastic atmosphere in this stadium.
Here's Wayne Rooney in front of Sunderland's biggest crowd of the season so far. Just hit the ball for Park. Some week he's had South Korea against Iran on Wednesday. Only got back on British soil in the early hours of Friday morning. On Saturday afternoon here he is maintaining his 100% record of Premiership appearances so far this season.
I think he's just rude bye-bye Sir Alex Ferguson, gives him a bit of balance. Clearly gifted player.
Push on Rio Ferdinand.
There's a clumsy little nudge there on Ferdinand, but let him know you're there. Nothing wrong with that.
Van Nistelrooy. Come from Gary Breen. No doubt that Paul Scholes was upended by Andy Gray. The second free kick he's conceded in the space of 30 seconds.
Surprised to see that man not on the score sheet for Manchester United so far this season. I think when he starts scoring, United tick, and I think you'll see them as a much stronger unit when midfield players do start getting on the score sheet.
All 10 of Manchester United's goals in the Premiership this season have come from strikers Van Nistelrooy and Wayne Rooney. 7 for Van Nistelrooy, 3 for Rooney. Bardsley. Sylvestre, unfazed by the knock he picked up from Gary Breen, defending that first corner, and Ronaldo is offside.
Well, Ronaldo saying to the linesman, no, it wasn't when the ball was played, and there comes the problem as always. The linesman's got, he cannot see when the ball was played first and when the run was made by the player. Difficult job.
Challenged by O'Shea on Liam Lawrence. Wayne Rooney capitalising on that. O'Shea pushing forward. Ronaldo, Van Nistelrooy and Park all in the penalty area. Nosworthy stuck to his task manfully.
Wayne Rooney just takes some very intelligent positions up. He drops deep. You don't know whether the defender's going to go with him or a midfield player's going to pick him up. So difficult.
Ronaldo, just 20 years of age, today making his 100th Manchester United appearance. Rooney getting a half chance for himself out of nothing.
Well, that's what he's about, isn't he? Just a magnificent player. His awareness and what's around him we see there. He tries something a little spectacular. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're going to do it, that's where to do it, around the penalty box. I've got a problem with that at all. He's one of those players you just enjoy every time he picks the ball up. He was absolutely superb against Poland in midweek.
O'Shea.
Can I throw my weight behind the Blatter observations? Why does that man keep interfering in this game, in this country, especially with Wayne Rooney? You never hear him ever go at other countries' players. Just leave him alone.
I don't think after after everything that he's achieved, Wayne Rooney still 10 days short of his 20th birthday.
Shows what everybody thinks of him, saying that without Wayne Rooney the England team have got no chance of winning the World Cup. And the 19-year-old, still a boy really.
Liam Lawrence. Oh, by John O'Shea. And the ball was past O'Shea when the two collided.
And John O'Shea saying I had to go for it. It was both of them went for it. And I think that's a bit unfortunate. They both went honestly for the ball, and the collision occurred because of that. But when a referee sees something like that, he'll give it one way or another.
O'Shea raised his elbow, not in malice whatever, but in self-protection. He knew that Lawrence's momentum was going to take the Sunderland player into him.
And he just signed a new contract, hasn't he? Fletcher and John O'Shea. Nice to see the young talent will be there for Alex Ferguson to use for years to come.
And the second time this season in the Premiership that Darren Fletcher hasn't started. He's started every game except for the trip to Liverpool so far, an integral part of the Manchester United midfield. No problem for Edwin van der Sar. Elliott tried to get around the back of Bardsley.
Terrific defending from Bardsley. Might be a young boy, but that's experienced defending.
In the England side in a few years' time, Justin Hoyt on loan here from Arsenal, playing against Manchester United. No new experience for him. He's only played 21 games before today in his career. 3 of those have been against United. Elliott. Whitehead. Responsibility on him today in the absence of Basir. One of the reasons that Sunderland have had success since Basir came into the side, that his anchor role in the midfield has given Tommy Miller more licence to push forward. Whitehead will try and emulate the Frenchman in the way that he plays today.
Well, everybody thought Sunderland straight back down. They started the season not how they'd like to. They've got acclimatised to it, unbeaten in 4 games now, albeit 1 in the Coca-Cola. But you can see they started with a confidence this afternoon against Manchester United.
Smith doing well to get between 2 Sunderland players to win the header, and still Alan Smith's tenacity rescues the situation for Manchester United. He has fitted into this new role so ably.
And is he the man to replace or take over the mantle from Roy Keane when he does eventually retire? I hate to see players like Roy Keane retire. I know it comes to us all, but you just miss players of his talent so much. But Alan Smith, a great competitor in there, sometimes gets him into trouble, but you take that away from him and you lose what Alan Smith's all about.
McCarthy, a man with big Manchester connections, of course. Manchester City player for 4 years in the mid-80s, 1 promotion in his time at Main Road. Facing United today the first time in his managerial career. Another good challenge by Bardsley. Hoyt was there in support though for Sunderland. His cross a disappointment.
Well, they're being positive, Sunderland. They're getting to bylines, they're trying to do the right thing, trying to get behind Manchester United and get crosses in. One man they have missed, Sunderland, is Kevin Kyle. His aerial threat was a big threat for them, and to lose somebody like that for as long as they've lost him for is a big problem.
Gray battling with Sylvestre, but again the referee finds Sunderland's recent signing. Directed from Bardsley as he looked for Park, but it has been a very solid start by the young man at right back.
Certainly has, and I just saw Ronaldo's arms go up, and as if to say, well, I need this ball. I think he's right. I think they've got to get the possession out to Ronaldo and Park quickly so they could have some sort of impact and have a run at the full-backs of Sunderland.
With time to measure the cross. Sylvester got there to make the block, but Ronaldo can't keep it in. Another Sunderland throw. They have started the game in an adventurous manner. I'm very pleased with the opening 10 minutes or so have got. What about Ferdinand, Scholes and Park then attacking the same ball. And Nistelrooy helping it on, and instinctively Rooney knew where to make the run. Here is Wayne Rooney attacking Gary Breen. Hoyt back to cover, and he's covered superbly.
A terrific tracking back by Hoyt there.
It was all about Wayne Rooney. Chased the ball. It was a lost cause. Ended up driving forward into the heart of the Sunderland half. Now, Nyron Nosworthy. Lawrence wanted the ball played earlier. Has it nevertheless. It's not a bad ball in. Rio Ferdinand forced to concede another corner.
Well, he's been getting a lot of stick, Rio Ferdinand, I think a little bit unfairly at times, but we see why he's such a good defender. Reads the danger here at the near post, and it is a danger. He misses that. That's 1-0 down.
That's his corner! Helped onto the post by Edwin van der Sar to deny Gary Breen a goal for Sunderland.
Well, this has got to be one of the signings of the summer for me for Manchester United. Edwin van der Sar, where he is there, gets back, instinctive arm to the ball there. That's a terrific save. Good header at the near post, instinctive reaction. And that's why Sir Alex Ferguson has brought him in. The well-documented problems he's had with goalkeepers, but that man is top class.
Gary Breen has lost all 8 games that he's played against Manchester United in his career. It was almost a real moment to say that for the defender. Now he's matching more customary duties. Challenged by Whitehead to deny Van Nistelrooy. It's Justin Hoyt. Andy Welsh now with time and space. Well, he sensed he was going to be offside, didn't make the run. Manchester got himself back onside by the time the ball was played forward. The flag was up. United play on.
I think it was wrongly up as well. I think he was onside there.
Park to Rooney. Rooney with Van Nistelrooy making a run one side of him. Smith went the other. Tracking back the impressive Hoyt.
I think Rooney went the wrong way there. It was more on to his left. Not very often he gets it wrong, but it's an occasion where Ronaldo would have been the better ball. But every time he gets it, Wayne Rooney, first thought in his mind is to turn, run at defenders, commit people. Oh, the Sunderland fans will be delighted with this start because their team has shown no fear. I think maybe they've seen what Blackburn did to Manchester United at Old Trafford, how West Ham have started the season positively. I think, well, let's go for it.
Lovely touch by Liam Lawrence. Miller, Nosworthy now. Sunderland showboating at home to Manchester United.
Well, I think it's good that the teams that have come up, and we see Wigan doing so wonderfully well, and we see West Ham playing flowing football, and so Sunderland think, well, why don't we try it? You know, there's nothing wrong with it. Mick McCarthy's got them up for it and doing a great job. Having said that, they know that Manchester United have got players out there who, if they switch off for a second, will absolutely destroy them. So concentration's a key word as well.
Ronaldo back to defend. Brought down by Scholes, but he then turned into trouble. Another good challenge by Bardsley.
It's a good battle already over that far side. Bardsley doing well again. Stands his ground, doesn't dive in.
in by Bardsley again. Sunderland have a throw. So they look to extend their unbeaten run in the Premiership to 4. That would be their best run since October, November 2002. In the top division, obviously. They haven't conceded 3 goals in a match since the opening day. They've certainly laid the foundations for a successful season. Success, of course, as far as Sunderland are concerned, finishing 17th in the Premiership. They make no bones about that. And they've started this game well as well. They've hit the post. And Lawrence, the latest to almost get on the end of good delivery.
This is a good delivery. Gets in between the 2 defenders. Just a little nudge there. Puts him off. Come a long way since his Mansfield days. I saw a lot of him growing up in that area. Clearly a talented boy, and now playing deservedly at the highest level.
Expecting Wayne Rooney to be a little bit closer to him than he was. Sunderland will try and break again. Vital touch by Rio Ferdinand, but still Sunderland have possession with Elliott. All the best chances are coming to Sunderland.
They are, and you've just got to admire the grit, determination, tenacity. The winning balls are not entitled to at the moment. You think Park's got that one, but look at the second ball. The desire to get in there gives Elliott that half chance, just drags it wide. Goes across the face of the goal, just trying to get in that bottom corner. But it's the desire that's there for them. They're just making 40-60 balls their own at the moment.
He still hasn't scored here since November, Stephen Elliott. Now 7 Sunderland goals, and all come away from home. To Van Nistelrooy. A touch from Kelvin Davis, who's hardly been involved in the opening 20 minutes.
He hasn't at all, and he's got the 10 men in front to thank for that. They've worked as a unit very well, defended from the front, made it difficult when United are in possession. I think it just shows you how important Roy Keane is out there for Manchester United. He steadies things down, he does the easy thing. Respect for him out there as he means when he plays, and he's a big loss, and so too Gary Neville, of course. Although Bardsley started well at right back.
This list of absentees isn't restricted to Keane and Neville, of course. So with that ain't say, Wes Brown, Louis Saha, Quentin Fortune, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer still out injured.
Ryan Giggs not here today. Well, look at Wayne Rooney. He creates things in the top half of the pitch, and he's tracking back there, helping his defence. He's got that wrong. Steve Bennett, for me, he's got that wrong. That came in from the side. I thought he got a touch on that.
Yellow card for Dean Whitehead. This the challenge.
No, maybe I got it wrong. He did catch him, didn't get the ball. He thought he got the ball, genuinely thought he got a touch. When he sees that, he'll see that he didn't. The referee's got it right. Well done, Steve Bennett. I got it wrong.
First portion of the game, the free kick taken quickly. Ronaldo. Taken into his stride. Sunderland might be able to break.
At the moment, they're just frustrating Manchester United. Every time they get possession, they get men behind the ball. They're getting double marked on Ronaldo and on Park. It's difficult for United at the moment.
Smith. Back by Whitehead. The referee decided that there was no discernible advantage, so he's given the free kick to Sunderland. He stopped play, although Liam Lawrence claiming that he should have been allowed to continue. Scholes that was the guilty party.
Scholes was appealing for handball there.
Back by Lawrence. Away with a shot on the turn. Rio Ferdinand stood fair. Now Lawrence at the back post. John O'Shea Very tall for a man playing at fullback. Try to get it away, and then Ronaldo will be mightily relieved that that worked out as he intended. Welsh. Over Gray and out of play, but good opening quarter to the game for Sunderland. The only problem being they've played as well as they could really have hoped, and they haven't scored.
No, all down to Edwin van der Sar with that tremendous save from Breen's header. But the thing is, against Manchester United, you have to keep this pace and desire up for 90 minutes. They know that. They know if they just slack off at all and you allow United time on the ball, they have players out there who can beat anybody in the world.
Again.
I'm very impressed. Gary Neville, such a key figure. Big miss, but at Barnsley they've got a young lad there with a bright future.
Some wouldn't think he was making his full Premiership debut today. Did start United's Champions League game against Benfica as well. That's his only other start this season.
Not bad debut, is it? Nice to see United keep getting these young players coming through. We know all about the Beckhams, the Nevilles, Scholes and Giggs, but you need to keep them coming through. And what's going on at their academy level at the moment, I've been reading with great interest about the Dutchman who's come in to help out, and the way he's going about things, very positive. And I love to see that at that level. Take the positives, not the negatives. Work on things that they're good at. That's why you get players coming through like United have had over the years. There is a lot of tosh going around in football at the moment. One of the biggest ones is that Sir Alex Ferguson's not quite what he was, or he's losing the plot or whatever. What a load of rubbish that is, by the way.
His 20th season at Old Trafford. He will celebrate his 19th anniversary in charge first week in November.
I mean, I played for one of the greats in Brian Clough, but you know, Sir Alex Ferguson's right up there without a doubt. What he's achieved at this football club has been nothing short of fantastic.
Lawrence. Nosworthy just had to break his stride to pick up the ball. They're defending by O'Shea.
It's a difficult thing for a team when they lose key players that they're used to having in the team, like Keane's out injured, Gary Neville, Ryan Giggs, David Beckham, of course, is gone. You know, you have to rebuild, and it's not always easy to replace major talent like that.
Miller, who's scored in his last two games, just unable to get the ball into a shooting position. United can bring it away with Park. Now Scholes. Rooney to his left. Second invitation to drive at Gary Breen, almost found Van Nistelrooy. Scholes didn't get hold of it.
Nothing wrong with that from Paul Scholes. He will start scoring sooner or later. Not frightened to have an attempt. When you're not scoring, you sometimes hide a little bit. He doesn't. Rooney again causing the problems. It comes out there. He keeps it low, which is the key thing. Just doesn't hit the target. But when they start hitting the target, that man's confidence will grow, and United will be better for it.
I believe he's only scored one goal in his last 18 Premiership matches, which came at Charlton at the back end of last season. 14 games without a goal now.
We've been spoilt by him, you know, for England and Manchester United. We've seen him score double figures most seasons. He's been so influential for England and for Manchester United, and it is a surprise. But great players do come back from things like that. I'm sure he will.
Van Nistelrooy. Ronaldo gives chase. Calvin Davis saw the danger very early.
Good goalkeeping by Davis. He's not had a lot to do, but he read that and swept up well. In that one instance we saw United just keep possession, and Ronaldo all of a sudden's in a lot of space.
Elliott. Caught by Smith. Play goes on. Good advantage play by the referee. Might be a very good advantage. Andy Welsh just wanted a second touch, and that was all Van der Sar needed to rescue United.
You see the pace with which he came off the line here. It's a terrific ball in. Lawrence nearly gets a touch, but there, first touch not bad, now hits it. He doesn't do it, allows Van der Sar to sprint off his line. Still good goalkeeping.
Two vital contributions from Edwin van der Sar so far. He has to go down as a third.
Manchester United defending a little bit too deep for their own good at the moment.
Green there ahead of Ronaldo, but Welsh couldn't keep it in.
He's looked lively so far. That first touch wasn't that bad. He should have just taken it early, but he allowed Van der Sar to come out and just take it off his feet.
You like Andy Welsh and you're playing against the team that you idolised as a boy. Does it affect your game in any way at all?
I think it lifts you. The adrenaline rush is there. You're playing against one of the best sides in the world, one of the best club sides in the world. It's bound to lift you. Alan Smith just getting a talking to a little bit late there. But you see him going, just got there too early, but he might argue the case that he was blocked out there by Stephen Elliott as well.
He's had 10 red cards in his career, Alan Smith, and certainly this drop back into midfield isn't going to take him out of the spotlight. The role that he is being asked to play is only going to see more challenges coming from him.
Well, he's got the majority of playing up front, and which is quite a lot for a striker, as we well know. But as you say, in midfield you can mistime one tackle and you easily get booked.
This time he's having his shirt pulled and he's won a free kick.
We see the amount of time he's got here. You think, well, that's not too bad, but hit it now. He doesn't. He thinks he's got more time, and Van der Sar proves why he's one of the best in the world. Comes out very quickly.
He's had a good week as well. Edwin van der Sar saved a penalty against the Czech Republic in the Netherlands' first World Cup qualifier, a game which they won. It saw them and England through to the World Cup finals.
I was as mystified as Ruud van Nistelrooy about the offside decision there.
Coleman. From Smith.
United like to get Alan Smith a bit further up the pitch to join in with the strikers, go past the strikers. That's his natural instinct, playing up there. At the moment they're just being pushed back a little bit too far by Sunderland to be able to get him to do that.
Good play by Andy Gray. Hoyt. Roche wanted to turn. Gave Bardsley the chance with the aid of Rio Ferdinand to get it away from Manchester United. Now Alan Smith. Confidence in the young man to his right. Park. Rooney. Good awareness of what was around him straight away. Paul Scholes. Ronaldo. Turn back behind Rooney. In front of Van Nistelrooy. It's deflected. Nosworthy's covering. Good enough. It's a corner.
That's how good Manchester United are on the break. They've been under pressure. They've weathered it. All of a sudden, it's so dangerous. And Ruud van Nistelrooy's movement here. Intelligent play. Just drops off half a yard. Good blocking. First dangerous moment for Sunderland.
Scholes corner. Smith. Oh, Kelvin Davis has miscued the punch. Rio Ferdinand can't get there. Ronaldo tries to. Lawrence bought his side some time. In from Ronaldo. Got the angle right, but not the elevation. Green's clearance. Rooney beaten by Miller. And another good touch by Miller gets Andy Welsh going. Got two forward with him. Park has held him up very successfully.
That's brilliant defending by Park. He ran 30 yards alongside. It'd been easy to foul, he didn't.
What a good game this is. Welsh, away by Ferdinand.
I don't think any of the teams so far who've played Sunderland, Wigan and West Ham have found it easy. Chelsea didn't find it easy on the first day of the season. They got one in the 93rd minute to win the game. And nobody's whipping boys, these three teams who've come up.
Sunderland went to Chelsea, lost 2-0, but had a successful afternoon. Well to keep it tight. There's another view of Alan Smith's header. Taking this new role very successfully, Smith. I think that he'd been playing there a lot longer than he has. It's a testament to his ability as an intelligent footballer.
He's got to be dedicated in that position though, because his first instinct is to get forward as a centre forward.
Lovely play by Lawrence, switches it onto his left foot. An inviting ball that just eluded everybody.
It was a lovely ball in, lovely turn. And again, United just a little bit too deep there on the edge of their own 6-yard box, trying to push up a little bit there. And the far post just skids past Welsh's attempt, but lovely turn inside by Lawrence. Nearly gets a touch there, Elliott, but again, it's good pressure from Sunderland.
Andy Gray drew a goal, 7 games without one. They signed for just over $1 million from Sheffield United back in August. Has been where Sunderland have suffered this season. Just 6 goals in their 8 Premiership matches so far. Defensively, their record is good. Into today's game, having conceded only once in the last 3 matches. Now stands at just 1 goal against them, well over 5 hours of play.
Breen and Caldwell have done well at the part of the defence so far. Very few worrying moments.
The free kick from Rooney. It's a testament to Steve Caldwell's performances that with Alan Stubbs fit again, he's not involved in the 16 today. Caldwell keeping his place.
You can definitely see why. McCarthy's injected belief into this team now after the start to the season they had.
Ball by Ronaldo, playing the crowd.
The crowd were right, but I think it was on the blind side of both the referee and the assistant. Now he gets pulled up for a free kick. The arm comes out. That is a handball, but it's on the blind side of both officials. Then he gets annoyed and drags back Nosworthy. That's frustration. Doesn't feel he's been in the game enough.
Nosworthy's delivery from the free kick. Breen have made his way forward. Welsh, Gray, Breen. Shea got there ahead of Lawrence, found him in the process. It's another free kick, and now Ronaldo has kicked the ball away. And his 100th Manchester United appearance is celebrated with a card of the wrong sort, a yellow, and a very foolish one.
Managers hate players getting booked for stupidity like that. That is just pure frustration. He's not been involved in the game as much as he'd like. He's not getting the possession he wants when he thinks he should have it. Look at that. You can see the frustration in him there. And the referee's got no alternative. And that is a lean on the shoulder of Lawrence, and it is a foul. This time's one tackle now, Ronaldo, and he's off. And that's the stupidity of getting a yellow card for kicking the ball away.
It's Sunderland that have created the vast majority of the clear-cut opportunities in this game so far. Can they make one count? Dean Whitehead and Andy Welsh over the free kick. It's Whitehead's delivery. Van der Sar came out, got something on it. Bardsley then in the right place to clear his lines with his goalkeeper out of position. Not just that, but United might be able to break quickly. Hoyt in the right place to stop Van Nistelrooy's ball finding Rooney.
Well, Van der Sar came for once and didn't get anywhere near it and nearly cost his side. Lovely flight and free kick again. Goes beyond the far post, intelligently put back in the right area. but there's only one striped shirt in there, and it was difficult to thread it through to him.
Lovely touch by Welsh for Hoyt. Good clean challenge, clearly not worried by the fact he picked up a yellow card. Colwell rescued his poor first touch. And Ronaldo winning possession back and winning the free kick. Colwell all over it.
I think the one thing that'll be annoying Sir Alex Ferguson more than anything is the fact that Sunderland are first to every ball at the moment. There's more desire out there at the moment. They want the ball. They're winning most of the 50-50s, and it's going to be a concern. I'm sure if Roy Keane were out there, he'd be letting his teammates know in no uncertain terms.
So far, 7 goals in 7 Premiership matches this season, but not a sniff of a chance today.
No, well, strikers, as we know, thrive on supply, service, and to be fair, Rooney and Van Nistelrooy haven't had that so far in this game. Ronaldo and Park now swapped flanks to see if that moves Sunderland about a little bit.
Lawrence's head and in turn Elliott. Sylvester. Park. O'Shea. Good defending again by Gary Breen.
Good reader of the game. Saw the danger there, came across and cut things out.
Whitehead, and Elliott is onside. Just caught in two minds about what to do, and the chance evaporates.
Why didn't he shoot? Was on to shoot. Not the best of defending here, not the best of kicks. Ball comes back, goes over Sylvester. Elliott spots it, and just take it early now. He's off his line. Van der Sar could have caught him out. In the end, it was a nothing ball.
Miller.
Mightily impressed with Sunderland's attitude out here.
Rio Ferdinand tangles with Andy Gray. Just for a moment, it looks as though there's going to be a flashpoint there.
Yeah, there's a little nudge in the back. He's all over Andy Gray. I think it's an accidental tread on. Just catches his knee there as he's trying to get out the way. I've seen all of the progress of Andy Gray as well in his time at Nottingham Forest, and he was playing in a wide position. And he was transferred to striking role, which he's taken on tremendously well.
So another Sunderland free kick. This one in from Lawrence is over hit, but Ferdinand somebody needed a touch. Away by O'Shea, but not away far enough. Good defending by Smith as Whitehead tried to get it forward, and then Welsh's touch lets him down. Van Nistelrooy. Park. And this is promising, 3 against 1. Wayne Rooney takes it into his stride. Hoyt is with him. Rooney round the goalkeeper. And Manchester United lead. Wayne Rooney scores away from home yet again. Completely against the run of play. But you cannot keep him out of the headlights.
You certainly can't. That's why he's world class. And I saw Mick McCarthy in the build-up there, flapping his arms. It's given away here. It's a long way back. Van Nistelrooy does well here, but you saw, look at the men over Rooney, Ronaldo on the other side, could have picked either one. I thought he'd lost his chance there. I thought Hoyt had got back, and he did well there to get round the keeper. And his awareness and his balance just get him this goal. You see here, he takes it in his stride. I think Hoyt's going to get a touch. Then I think the keeper is. But look at the balance there. The agility of Wayne Rooney to get that from the back of the net. That is wonderful to watch. That is pure quality there. And the finish, Hoyt's unlucky, but didn't he deserve that with what he did before?
Well, United have won 3 matches away from home in the Premiership so far this season, and Wayne Rooney has scored in them all. He's also given them the lead in this one, 5 minutes before half-time.
Well, this is the harsh reality of the Premiership for Mick McCarthy and his team. been tremendous, you have to say, first half. Created most of the chances, hit the post, worked very, very hard. But that moment of magic that we spoke about earlier can come back and destroy you, and it did there. Wonderful goal. From defence to attack in such a short space of time. It's in the back of your net.
Whitehead. Just too long for Ian Lawrence. Used to say about Ian Rush, whenever he scored for Liverpool, they didn't lose. It was a record that went on for years and years and years, and over a vast number of games. Wayne Rooney's record even more impressive, albeit in many less games. He scored in 17 United matches, and they've won all of the previous 16.
You see there, Davies thought he'd got it, Hoyt thought he'd got it, neither of them were right. You talk about Rooney, the world-class players can be not involved in a game, and they get a chance like that, like Rooney, sticks in the back of the net. I played against Ian Rush. I played centre-half to his centre-forward when I was at Forest, and I'd hardly given him a kick in the game. But one thing he did, just before half-time, he turned, and he's done me once, it's in the back of our net. And that's the mark of a world-class player.
Sunderland don't deserve to be behind, far from it. Can they get themselves back on level terms quickly? Hoyt. Good play by Justin Hoyt. And still, Smith again with another important block.
I'm glad you said that. That's 2 in the last 2 minutes he's done. Throwing his body at the ball.
Corner header from Bardsley. John O'Shea. Van Nistelrooy, clever touch. Now Park beat Caldwell. The arm came across from Caldwell. Yellow card.
Yeah, there's not a lot he could do there. He was aware that Park was going to take him on. He's gone past him, left the arm out, caught him. And luckily Breen was the last man there, or that could have been very dodgy for him. It's how Sunderland react now to going 1-0 down just before half-time, when they know they've played a major part in this first half.
Scholes, the trio of Manchester United players assessing this. It's Scholes' shot, so it's probably going wide. No chances taken by Caldwell.
Well, that's not the mark of a man who's played with no confidence. Paul Scholes there wanted that, wanted to strike it, took responsibility for it.
Bardsley, Van Nistelrooy.
And suddenly United looking more and more dangerous.
Van Nistelrooy's annoyance, the referee's overruled his assistant and has given the corner.
Well, the referee might have looked at Van Nistelrooy, ushering it out, thinking it was a corner, and saying, well, I agree with him, it must have been a corner. And so he ushers it out here. Does he get a touch? He doesn't get a touch, but where did it come from previous?
Scholes with a low, flat-driven corner towards Ferdinand, as Sunderland can clear. And they've got a chance with Ferdinand upfield to try and utilise the counter-attack. Thwarted though by Bardsley. Here's Ronaldo as United look to double their advantage in the stroke of half-time.
Well, this time I think Ronaldo, the one who should have weighed up his options a little bit more. Van Nistelrooy made a good run for him. It was livid.
2 minutes at a time. A minimum of 2 minutes at a time.
Good run by Rooney on the outside. Chose to go by himself. And it's not a very good effort in the end. We've seen those flying top corners from Ronaldo. So you can't nullify him. So you don't do it.
To Nosworthy. Close to 2 minutes to be added on at the end of this first half. O'Shea. And Nistelrooy Holding it, Kelvin Davis sweeps up for Sunderland.
Ronaldo likes to have the ball at his feet, he likes to run at defenders. He's not been given that opportunity on either flank so far this afternoon. He closed him down very well. I'm sure that was part of Mick McCarthy's team talk. Don't allow the wide players to get it and run at you.
Davis again called into sweeper duty.
For the first half an hour or so, it was Sunderland who had extra bodies, or so it seemed out there, and for the last 5 or so minutes since the goal, seems to be more blue shirts in space. That's what the best sides do. They soak up pressure, and they have the players like Rooney, Van Nistelrooy, and go through an array of players from Manchester United who in 1 second can turn a game on its head.
Good composure from Bardsley.
It's like he's played 100 games, doesn't he?
A little bit of boisterousness from the Manchester United fans towards Mick McCarthy. The United fans obviously taking the side of Roy Keane. Mick McCarthy saying, I've got broad shoulders, I can take that.
He's being told off by the 4th official, and he's saying, don't be so silly. I agree with him. That's ridiculous from the 4th official.
Half time. The 19-year-old has been mentioned in dispatches by the boss of world football this week. He scored the goal that separates these sides. Wayne Rooney scoring 5 minutes before half-time. A goal very much against the run of play. And much credit to Sunderland for the way that they played in the first 45 minutes. And yet, they find themselves behind. Neither side making a half-time substitution. So we're still got the 22 players that started the game. About to start the second half.
Jack Trey, please go to Block 13, Access 13. Jack Trey, thank you.
Manchester United have played much better this season than they have in the opening 45 minutes here on Wearside, and yet they lead. It's not just about Manchester United being a little bit off colour perhaps in patches. Much credit needs to be given to Sunderland for the way that they have played. It certainly hasn't looked like a side 17th in the table against a side in the top 4. Far from it.
Without doubt, they can take a great deal of pride from the first half performance. Just in front of goal, where it's so important, as we saw with Wayne Rooney's finish.
Bardsley had an impressive first half, but it was all in defensive capacity. The first time that he's really got forward from full-back. Rooney. Away by Hoyt. Andy Gray, Elliott's onside. He's got no support yet, though. No time to look up. His heart would have sunk when he saw that there was no red and white shirt forward. There is now. Here's Liam Lawrence. Vital header away from Mikael Silvestre. Scholes can clear.
Well, it was almost deja vu with the chance in the first half. Went to Lawrence, and maybe he should have struck the ball on goal, and he didn't.
Nosworthy, and now Lawrence. Whitehead had taken a tumble in the penalty area in that move as well. There were muted appeals for a penalty. Steve Bennett disinterested by those.
It was a good opportunity again early in the second half. You just feel that Lawrence, first touch of game was good. Why didn't he strike it? Try and make something happen in there.
Rooney, Van Nistelrooy, back towards Rooney. Ronaldo have made a fantastic run on the other side of Ruud Van Nistelrooy. United maintaining position and possession. Smith, Scholes. Delicate touch from him away by Breen. Sunderland can't get it to stick up front though. Scholes, and still Scholes. Probably trying to thread it through for Ruud Van Nistelrooy. Barnsley's unlucky that he just couldn't wriggle away from Andy Welsh with the ball at his feet.
He was impressive in the first half defensively, trying to get a little bit further forward early in this second half. I was wondering about team talks at half-time. Who would have been the harsher? I would think Mick McCarthy would have gone in and sat down, scratching his head and saying, well, lads, how are we 1-0 down? And Sir Alex Ferguson might have had a few harsh words for his players.
Right head towards Elliott. Sylvester didn't have the arm. Streaks across the face of Elliott. Van der Sar just got it clear in the nick of time.
No, that was good defending. He got his body across Elliott. He was in command of the situation. Pace had got him there.
Scholes retreating to put in an important challenge. Manchester United do win this game. They'll look back on two fantastic saves from Edwin van der Sar in the first half. One to deny Breen with the aid of a post. That was stunning reaction.
We all know that's where United have struggled in the past to replace Peter Schmeichel, the great Peter Schmeichel. Finally, Edwin van der Sar is the finished article.
Smith, Ronaldo, Van Nistelrooy. Ruud Van Nistelrooy used the run of Rooney as a decoy. Still, United have bodies over. Ronaldo, Park, Rooney now gets the ball. Van Nistelrooy in the centre. Can they make the most of the opportunity?
Well, they almost had too many bodies and too many options there, Manchester United.
He fouled him. United have a free kick.
He's tricked his way past there. He looked to have lost possession, but he's a good striker. He carries on. Just gets hauled back there.
There's a pull of a shirt on Ruud Van Nistelrooy. Sorry, by Ruud Van Nistelrooy on Nosworthy as the two were jockeying for position prior to the foul that was given. Ronaldo's free kick. Venomous drive in towards the near post. The Sunderland are happy to put behind for a corner.
They're so difficult to defend against those. Hit at that pace with that whip on it as well. It bounces in front of the defenders. It can go anywhere.
Free kick caused problems. They provide for the resulting corner. Shack clearance back in from Smith. Ferdinand. Scholes. Made by Gary Breen.
McCarthy shouting his back four to get up. Too deep. And obey his command straight away.
It was right from Gray. What have you made of Gray and Elliott as a forward partnership?
The both have worked well in tandem. It's just a little bit of quality in the final third that's lacking for them at the moment. Gray's worked the line well. He's won his fair share against Sylvester and Ferdinand.
Park. Scholes. Smith. Offside flag is up. Almost perfect pass though from Paul Scholes to Park.
They just delayed it back. Alan Smith brought the play back instead of taking it forward. There were a few options for him. Barnsley made a good run on the right, and Park strayed a little bit too far offside.
It's a scoreline that doesn't tell the story of the game so far. Mick McCarthy will know that, but the bottom line is the fact that his side trail by a goal to nil. Last Premiership home win coming in December of the season that they were relegated against Liverpool. Breen. Every Sunderland player on duty today, incidentally, has arrived since that last Premiership home win. Elio Arca, who featured in it, still among the injured for Sunderland.
Yeah, he is a big miss for them as well.
Lawrence back on his feet. Miller. Caldwell. Couldn't cut it out. Here's Justin Hoyt. Onto his favoured right foot. But just trying to do too much.
Why didn't he take it earlier? He created the space and the time for himself. Perfect opportunity to shoot. Then he delays it again. This is where he should shoot now. And he decides for some reason to go and take it later. But he ruined that. It was a good opening, a good opportunity for him.
Much has been made of Manchester United's injury list. They haven't got the monopoly in that department. Sunderland without Arca, Wright, McCartney, Healy, Kyle, Basia today. Been missing Stubbs instead in recent weeks as well. Stead missed the England under-21 games, of course, and is on the bench today, but has been suffering with a hip injury. Ronaldo, clever ball. Park read it. Back behind Scholes, who thought he made the perfect run for it.
Everybody had gone in the same way there, gone flat. Nobody hung out on the edge of the box for that ball that wouldn't pull back to that particular area.
This is Tommy Miller for Sunderland. Scored in the win at Middlesbrough and Sunderland's goal in the draw here against West Ham. Miscue Aaron Nosworthy. He's done well. Arrived in the summer from Gillingham, deputised for the injured Stephen Wright at Liverpool, and has kept his place ever since.
It's good for McCarthy that he's got players who can come in and replace. So important in the Premiership.
Elliott's done well. Lawrence's cross too deep for Gray.
That's where they missed Kevin Kyle, target man in the box from wide areas, because they've got in good areas. Sunderland.
Jon Stead, who isn't the out-and-out target man that Kevin Kyle is, but he's warming up. Kind of striker to Kyle. Caldwell. Whitehead. Welsh. United having Sunderland in inside their own half for a moment, but conceded a throw.
Good retention by Sunderland there. Confidence on the ball. Didn't panic.
And Carlos Guerrero sitting almost impassively.
It's a better opening to the second half than they had to the first half. They're starting to get a few more better areas, a lot of space. Just picking up final pass. Of course, Sunderland some problems.
Ball into the face of Ruud van Nistelrooy from Whitehead. Welsh. A challenge from Alan Smith. That's what the Sunderland fans were moaning about. Ball goes on Van Nistelrooy. He's going to the ground after the challenge from Caldwell, who was booked in the first half, of course.
Got to be so careful now. Van Nistelrooy very good at dropping deep. Good first touch. Still closing down well, Sunderland, making it difficult for United.
Ferdinand. And this thought he was offside, and he was right.
Yeah, I'm sure he knew that. The assistant waited till the ball had got to Van Nistelrooy. Was he offside? There's not a lot in that at all. He's clearly offside there. He looked when the ball was played, he was on.
Flicked on by Gray. Ferdinand gets it away from Elliott. Smith able to pick up the pieces on the edge of his own penalty area. Rooney asked too much of him. Welsh has done well, battling to get between Park and Bardsley. And the rookie fullback has given away the free kick.
Yeah, was it a free kick? I'm not so sure it was. Both their arms are flailing there. Goes down a little bit easier for my liking.
Perhaps a little bit fortunate in the award of the free kick, but can Sunderland make the most of it? Liam Lawrence, again the deliverer of the set piece. 5 Sunderland players to try and hit. He's aimed for the deepest of them, Breen. Position has been disappointing by and large. Welsh over on the right flank for the time being. Lawrence claimed he was blocked. And United able to bring it away, and so much space for Wayne Rooney. Looks for the early ball for Ronaldo. What an important touch that was from Nosworthy.
Wasn't it just a flowing move again from back to front, started with Scholes. Nearly finished by Rooney to Van Nistelrooy.
Rooney to Van Nistelrooy and back for Wayne Rooney. Gary Green's got some work to do. Rooney's passed him. 2 in the centre. Ronaldo at the far post is unmarked. Van Nistelrooy stretched and couldn't quite reach.
Well, you thought that was 2-0, maybe a little bit too much on it from Wayne Rooney, but wonderful passing again. Awareness, just plays it in his path. Breen, I think, should have stayed on his feet there. Allows Rooney to skip past. Options now for him. Which one do I take? Oh, it's a good hand there by Davis. Just took it away from Van Nistelrooy. Excellent goalkeeping.
And Kelvin Davis was picked up for £1.25 million from Ipswich. Former England under-21 international, and what a good acquisition he has proved to be. Here's Rooney. And Davis forced into making a save this time.
One of his better moments, but yeah, full awareness of him, the first touch. Just so difficult to handle. Lovely ball in by Scholes, and Park does well to win this ball. Rooney aware that he's going to win it. Gets the ball away from him. Expect a better strike than that, but you cannot give him half a yard.
Ferdinand. No handball. Turn by Ronaldo, using the full width of the pitch, but no more. It's brilliant by Cristiano Ronaldo. Rooney ahead of him. Van Nistelrooy waiting for the pullback. Park is forward as well for United. So too Scholes. And Sunderland somehow get the bodies in the right place at the right time.
Well, not like Van Nistelrooy there, a bit hesitant, and then the strike from Scholes has hit Van Nistelrooy. Did look brilliant play by Ronaldo. I think they were asking for a free kick though on Nosworthy.
Free kick taken by Scholes. Another chance to dazzle. He's got it across. Inches away from Van Nistelrooy, who couldn't have missed. Bardsley is unlucky again. It's a road for Sunderland, but very nearly a second Manchester United goal.
Terrific ability from Ronaldo. That's what he likes to do. Pick it up, run at people, and he delivers. Van Nistelrooy just inches off getting the second there.
Sunderland substitution going off is number 7, Liam Lawrence.
Sunderland make a double change. Anthony Letalic is the first player on. Scored a hat-trick against the Swiss under-21s for France and a goal against the Cyprus under-21s last week. He comes back into the Premiership in good goal-scoring form. He's replaced Liam Lawrence. And Jon Stead is going to come on as well, having missed the England under-21 matches with a hip injury. He'll come on to replace Andy Gray.
Different threat for Manchester United now. Surprised Lawrence has been taken off. I thought he was reasonably creative for Sunderland.
Fantastic first contribution from Stead. Elliott. And still Stephen Elliott. Andy Welsh. Sunderland win a corner. It's their first of the second half.
Andy Welsh's first touch let him down a little bit there. Took him a little bit wider than he wanted to. Worsley stuck to his guns well. You'd like to see this lad succeed. Jonathan Stead, from the lower leagues.
It's an outswinger from Welsh towards Breen. He's been the target of most of the set pieces. Like most of the set pieces, didn't find its man. This is Ronaldo as United look to launch a counter-attack. Sunderland have got bodies back now. In the end, it was a pretty impotent counter-attack that United did launch.
A bit hesitant to break forward there, Manchester United. Ronaldo got the ball and a lot of space in and around him, and you think, well, break from midfield. I watched Alan Smith trying to get there. It was laborious. Well, they've been worked hard, Manchester United. He tries one of his little tricks here that for once doesn't come off. Ball never moves, just the body moves. Keep your eye on that ball.
Point. Welsh. That's another corner.
And again, Bardsley sticking to his task very well. It's up the tempo a little bit, Sunderland, since the subs came on.
And from Hoyt, away by Rooney, but not where he wanted it to go. Miller. Still United can't clear the lines effectively. They'll be able to do now, though, with Scholes to Van Nistelrooy. And Van Nistelrooy with 60 yards between him and goal. Not too many Sunderland players back. Ronaldo in support. Van Nistelrooy makes his way forward. And it was had a character cross from Ronaldo, although he might have a second opportunity. Park is hurt. And play stops. Whitehead booked in the first half. The referee is make sure that Park doesn't need any treatment. The offside flag was up. Actually,
just catches him on the follow through there. Was the foul committed before the offside? I'm not so sure. Should he have blown for the free kick, the assistant?
I think the referee thought that Whitehead played the ball. The free kick was given for the offside against Ronaldo. This is Caldwell. Whitehead to Letalic. Elliott was the target of the pass, but O'Shea denied his international teammate. Park, as you can see, unscathed. Scholes. Smith.
Surprised how deep Alan Smith's playing. His attacking instincts, you expect him to be the one who's getting near the strikers, if anybody, from midfield. We know Paul Scholes does that by nature. One of the best in the world at doing that.
Smith riled by the referee. Free kick given against him.
Rightly so.
Letalic instead up front for Sunderland now, with Elliott pushing into a wider position on the right flank. This is Justin Hoyt. Again, United winning all the second ball inside their own penalty area. That's been very significant.
Smith's done that particularly well. A lot of blocks in. Block by Alan Smith that led to the first goal. Defensive block, got the ball back for United, and it came from as far back as that to create the goal for Wayne Rooney.
Attacking again with time to turn and space to run into. Play by Nosworthy.
Very composed.
Smith. Welsh. Point pushing forward. And another impeccably timed challenge from Bardsley.
Wasn't the best of balls from Welsh to Hoyt there.
Miller. Saw the run of Elliott. Just couldn't quite play the ball into it.
Yeah, good defending by Rio Ferdinand. I think Edwin van der Sar saying exactly that. Saw the danger, covered across.
Midway through the second half, Manchester United still lead, courtesy of that goal against the run of play from the first half, scored by Wayne Rooney.
Tremendous little passing move in there from Manchester United. 5-a-side stuff, one touch.
And still they go. Picture book goal this will be if there's an end product. Park, Bardsley. It's a shame for United. Might still come to Van Nistelrooy. Shot hit Nosworthy. If anything, he took it off the toes of Scholes, who might have been in a better position to shoot. Now Sunderland can bring it forward. Andy Welsh. Stead.
Well, a good counter-attack there from Sunderland. Fantastic build-up by Manchester United previously. He's only just come on. Why not have a speculative go from a little bit of distance? You were just, that build-up by Manchester United, the one touch, you were just thinking, well, if this is a goal, this will be one to be watched for years to come. And there's a shot leading backwards, good pressure from the defender on Stead. We're going back to the United chance. He did take it off Scholes' foot, but it was a tremendous strike by Van Nistelrooy. It's just a good block by the defender.
And Stead again. Sunderland's biggest signing for 3 years when he arrived from Blackburn. Still yet to score his first goal for his new club.
When he first signed from Blackburn from Huddersfield, he was a revelation with a lot of ability. Went a run of games without a goal, and as all strikers know, I can verify that you do lose a little bit of confidence.
Manchester United fans will remember. Look what he was when he first arrived and scored the winner for Blackburn against them. Here's Park. Still Park! Brilliantly off the line from Bree. To keep Sunderland in the game. Couldn't have come closer to his first Manchester United goal there, Park.
It was defending of the highest level there. And that was a shocker from Jonathan Stead. Thoroughly merits the yellow card. Very late on Bardsley. Typical striker's challenge, you have to say. Goes to play it, and these are the bad ones that follow through like that. Hit the standing leg. They're awful. They're career finishers. Park does ever so well here. Steps inside. Can do no more. But that is class defending from Gary Breen. Can do no more. Steps inside. He's got the keeper beaten. But look where Gary Breen comes from. Sees the danger. Sees the gap. And cuts it off accordingly.
It just shows how fit Park Ji-sung is.
He's up and down, isn't he? Box to box. Great engine. Great ability as well.
Only 36 hours after getting off a flight from his native South Korea. And still 71 minutes into the game, still going.
Adrenaline. Good night's sleep, bit of adrenaline. He's got no rest coming up either, with the games midweek coming up.
Sunderland led against West Bromwich Albion here for the vast majority of the game, only to see West Brom equalise in the closing moments. Maybe a role reversal today.
And how well they responded from that setback. I thought they'd got the first win. You can either go one way or the other there. You can feel sorry for yourself and rest on your laurels, or you can bounce back, and haven't they bounced back well?
Smith. Rooney. Lovely pass, switch the play to Bardsley. Park. Scholes. Caldwell with an important touch. And Davis had no qualms about picking it up.
Well, they're having to defend well now because United are passing it very, very well. A lot of good movement. It's 5 and 10 yard balls. Good retention of the ball. It's just maybe overdoing it a little bit in that final third. That final ball, they're just trying to be too clever. But then they've got clever players in there.
Sunderland have only beaten Manchester United once in the Premiership. It was 2-1. Goes from here at Roker Park back in 1997 with John Mullins scoring the winner. United keeping up their record today. They've scored in every game they've played against Sunderland since April 1983.
Manchester United just scored against most teams in that respect, haven't they, over the years?
And they don't fail many times, do they?
I may be paying Alan Smith a disservice there. Maybe he's been told just to play the anchor role, that vital one, to sit in front of the back four and pick things off and break up possession from Sunderland.
There's no better person to learn that particular role from than Roy Keane. Welsh. Nice to push into a more central position.
He's done ever so well in possession of the ball, but when he's needed to deliver, he's let himself down, Welsh.
This is better from Sunderland with Tommy Miller in possession. Saw Hoyt out of the corner of his eye, but just couldn't find it.
That's what just let Sunderland down a wee bit. They've worked very hard, they've passed it well at times, but they get near the penalty box, and that little bit of quality you need there has let them down.
Welsh back on the left flank. Bardsley shadowing him again.
The position Rooney's taken up again just there.
And what a ball for Ruud van Nistelrooy, who gets goal side of Caldwell and wraps it up. Classic counter-attacking football from Manchester United, and the two men who found the net in the Premiership for them this season are both on target again. Rooney scored the first, but he's created this one majestically.
Use any superlative you want to do. Look at Rooney's position there. Drops deep. Look at the awareness. The timing of the run's perfect. The timing of the ball gets across his man, takes it early, and just thumps it past Davis. Terrific all-round play by United. You expect it, but when they deliver like this, it's an absolute pleasure to watch. That is a finish of the highest quality. Still got a lot to do. Across the keeper. The earliness of the shot takes him by surprise a little bit, Davis. The master marksman. What can you say? Just magnificent.
Cue the rush for the exits from the Sunderland fans, but they should not feel disgraced at all. Wayne Rooney with a magnificent through ball for Ruud van Nistelrooy, who's now scored in 9 of United's last 10 Premiership games. That's his 8th Premiership goal of the season. 10 in 12 games all told. He's already scored more Premiership goals than he did last season, and he was blighted by injury. And his goal-scoring record now for Manchester United, 136 goals in 184 games.
Absolutely unbelievable, and he's just an absolute delight to watch on a football pitch.
There's Rooney.
As is he, a delight to watch on a football pitch. But Van Nistelrooy, I go back to his manager with the national side, Van Basten, fantastic striker, but Van Nistelrooy, terrific.
That goal, his last contribution to the game.
What a contribution it was. Strong, gets across his man, takes it early there, and that takes Davis by surprise. That is a quality finish.
Ruud van Nistelrooy replaced by another Premiership debutant, Giuseppe Rossi, an 18-year-old American-born striker who came on as a late substitute against Gretchen in August in Europe. He made 2 substitute appearances in the Carling Cup last season and comes on for his Premiership debut with his side 2-0 up. Just over 10 minutes to go.
Good time to bring him on. Look at the run there.
And another quality pass to find it. Rooney dispossessed though by Miller.
But only Stead up there, that's a problem for them.
Parks touch for Scholes, and Ronaldo knew he was offside without having to look round to see the flag.
You've got to be careful now as a Sunderland player. You just don't want to capitulate and let the scoreline get even further away from them after the performance they've put on. I feel if they had a Kevin Kyle in the side today with some of the balls that have been put in the box, they may have got a little bit more joy out of it.
It's a Sunderland throw. Whitehead. Claiming that it was a Manchester United ball.
So his work rate has been phenomenal. He's never stopped, Park. And that does create openings for your Van Nistelrooys, for your Wayne Rooneys, for your Ronaldos.
Latalik. Half chance, no more than that for Dean Whitehead.
No, and Alan Smith again throwing his body at Whitehead to try and put him off, and had the desired effect.
Master Alex Ferguson will make 2 more changes in a moment. Gerard Piqué and Liam Miller, the 2 players poised to come on. And here's the man that has come on, Rossi. Handball.
He looks a confidence lad. Brought the ball down with his chest. Would have been easy to flick it on.
Forward towards Green. Welsh. Problems for Van der Sar, who did have problems early on. Forget that Sunderland scored a couple when the score was still 0-0.
Yeah, he made a couple of terrific saves, Van der Sar, when he pushed onto the post, and the other died bravely at the feet of Welsh.
Good run by Welsh. And Smith stumbled ill-timed as far as he was concerned. This is Whitehead. What a goal! Stephen Elliott! And Sunderland back in the game. His first goal here in nearly a year. And having broken his international duck last Saturday, he breaks his Premiership duck this Saturday.
Well, Welsh does ever so well here. Slipped by Smith there, but the build-up again is patient. played to Elliott, one touch, and he takes it early. And Van der Sar has got no chance whatsoever with that. That is top quality strike play from Elliott. Takes it early again. There's only one place that's going, top corner. Best keepers in the world don't stop those. And Sir Alex Ferguson's.
Here's Rooney, skips around the challenges again and almost provided. Rossi with a debut to remember.
Getting great ability from Wayne Rooney. Maybe gets a little bit of luck. Ability skips through the gap here. And then puts a delightful ball in the right area. Just couldn't get a touch, a bit too much pace on it. But fantastic stuff again. But Sir Alex Ferguson has told the other two subs to sit down. He wants the 3 points now and keep the experience out there.
Ronaldo. Alvin Davis taking any chances at his near post. Deflection from Hoyt had probably taken it wide anyway, but it is a corner.
Again, I think it would have been the better option, maybe to drag it across the face of the goal from Ronaldo. We've got options in there. Takes it on. Maybe should have struck it there. Delays it a little bit, allows the block.
7 minutes to go. It's game on again at the Stadium of Light. Can United restore their 2-goal cushion? Scholes delivery. Back down from Ferdinand. Rossi done brilliantly. Park couldn't capitalise. Sunderland break. Here's the goal scorer, Elliott. He's held it up brilliantly. Fantastic play by Rooney. And what's the referee given?
He's given a free kick. I think he's saying the foul was outside the box and the momentum took him into the box. It was, he was right. The touch was outside the box. It's very close, but it's a very good decision by Steve Bennett.
Credit to Wayne Rooney in the build-up to that. It was he that had chased all the way back to make a challenge, an initial challenge on the edge of the penalty area, which stopped Sunderland getting a 2v1.
I'm so glad you said that. It was tremendous. I was watching him run the full length of the field. That is desire for you.
2-0 there with 8 minutes to go. Sunderland now with a chance to get back to 2-2 and set up a barnstorming final 5. It's Welsh and Latalik. It's Latalik, and it was close. Only the side netting on the follow-up. What a save from Van der Sar.
Well, that man is just unbelievable. He's denied Sunderland yet again. Decent free kick. Look how late he gets down for that. And again, he was ready for the rebound. That is a terrific stop. And Elliott just couldn't turn it on target. But that is one of the best saves you'll see this season. He saw it late through bodies. He was prepared to throw himself again. Brilliant save.
Carl Robinson.
What a signing he's been. Sunderland make their final change. Carl Robinson on for his 50th league appearance for the club to replace boyhood Manchester United fan Andy Welsh.
Well, that was a breathtaking save. Absolutely stupendous. He saw it late through bodies. Van der Sar.
Ronaldo. Bardsley. It's a free kick to Manchester United there.
Yeah, it was a foul. Came in behind him, wanted the foul. There's the touch. Sunderland fans not happy, but Steve Bennett's got it right again. It was very good refereeing not to give a penalty. You've seen referees dive in and be saying, well, yeah, looked a penalty, but he explained that the momentum took the player into the box.
Rooney and Scholes. Rooney's effort straight into the wall. Smith, Scholes. Sunderland have a throw. There's a new feeling of self-belief at the Stadium of Light. Rossi. Oh, 3-1! He
delighted for him. Look at him. They've probably injured him in that scrum there. Where is he? He's not the biggest player in the world. What's Sir Alex Ferguson saying? Get off him.
Even Edwin van der Sar sprinted 90 yards to join in the celebration. That is Giuseppe Rossi.
That's brilliant. And Rooney again, little touch there, cushions in his path, little bit of pace. He gets a deflection, but he deserves his look there. Just scrapes off Breen's chin, beats Davis. But what about the celebration after that? Confident lad, good strike, gets his little bit of luck with the deflection. And I'm just glad he's not got injured in the melee afterwards. How does he feel now?
Winded, I would imagine.
Winded, bruised, but absolutely elated.
3-1 to Manchester United. They've withstood a nervy 5-minute period.
Well, you
store their 2-goal cushion.
You mentioned Edwin van der Sar around 70 yards. He kept them in it a couple of minutes earlier with that fantastic save. Had that not happened, the other one might not have happened. So, a lot to thank the keeper for. But Sunderland, they've impressed me. I came here wondering, well, are Manchester United going to take them apart? And they didn't in the first half at all, nowhere near it. Second half, the quality told with Van Nistelrooy, Rooney, you expect that to come out, but Mick McCarthy's got to be very, very proud of his team.
Another Premiership debut for a Manchester United player. Gerard Piqué coming on, and Liam Miller coming on as well. Ronaldo and John O'Shea, the players that make way. It's Miller's first appearance in the Premiership since early February. And Gerard Piqué, an 18-year-old Spanish under-21 international defender, slots in at the back as well. He'll play in the centre with Sylvestre now at left back.
Well, he likes to blood them, Alex Ferguson. He wanted to bring them on at 2-0, but then Sunderland got the goal back. So sit down, lads. You might get your turn a little bit later, and they have. Sometimes give referees a lot of stick, and sometimes they deserve it, sometimes they don't. And this time, I think you've got to give immense credit to Steve Bennett for the decision that he made on the edge of the Manchester United box. That a lot of referees could have given a penalty. He saw it, he explained why it hadn't been a penalty, and full credit to him for it.
And he got the decision right, and he got the decision wrong. And given a penalty, and Manchester United could conceivably not have won this game. Talent just exchanging a few words, I think, with Bardsley as the lone fullback was waiting to take the throw. Caldwell's header. 2 minutes of time to be added on, and here's Wayne Rooney at the start of that, looking for Rossi again. Liam Miller's in support for him if he needs him. Single-handedly he's won the corner.
Yeah, he's trying to play Rossi in again. He takes some very good positions. He's not been on long, Rossi, but gets in there quickly. A little bit of pace. You see Rooney just running the clock down, filling the game off, trying to get a corner, which he does in the end.
And it's a corner that he will take himself. Away by Stead. Barsley's touch. And Scholes happy to play an 80-yard back pass for Edwin van der Sar, who must take his fair share of the plaudits for Manchester United's win today.
I said earlier, one of the signings of the summer, Sir Alex Ferguson, shrewd. And it's proved his worth time and time again already.
Smith. Carl Robinson there off the ball, Alan Smith. Taken the stoppage time. One last chance perhaps for United. Rossi. Scholes. Rooney. Hartley makes his way forward, and that's a shame.
It is a shame because it has been superb in this match so far, and he knows it. He was in two minds there, what to do, take it on or cross it first time.
Victory for Manchester United. The 3-1 scoreline makes it look comfortable, but it wasn't. Wayne Rooney, though, in a week in which he's been given headlines for the wrong reason, with Sepp Blatter's very curious criticism of it, scoring one, setting up the other two. The second, the debutant